Today I am showing y'all one of the best guard builds on NBA 2K23. And as y'all can already see from the clips, this build is nasty. But not only am I showing y'all the build, I'm gonna show y'all exactly how to make the build, the best badges for the build, the best jump shot, and the best seed. The only thing I ask before we get into the video is that y'all like the video, make sure y'all hit that sub button, and let's hop straight into it. Now, if you're wanting to make the build, of course you're gonna wanna start off with the point guard position. Then you're gonna go 6'1" on the height, 160 on the weight, and 6'7" on your wingspan. Now your body shape don't matter at all. I just like going with slight because I like how it looks. Now starting off with the weakest part of the build, we're gonna take the driving layup up to a 74 and the close shot to a 50. But trust and believe me when I say I don't need a dunk on this build, and I'm gonna show y'all why. To begin with, you're fast enough and have a high enough three where 90% of the people ain't gonna be able to guard you, especially if you fade from three. And being able to fade from three is just essential on any guard build. If you can fade, clearly you're gonna get way more open shot. And it's not even just your fade that is so dangerous, it's just the ability to be able to pull up from anywhere from three. But if you learn how to do this right here when they press you up, take this nice little midi, that's pretty much a dunk to this build. You don't need a dunk because of the midi, y'all. And I really don't even have that many mid-range clips for y'all because I rarely have to take them. But in the rare case you're getting clamped by a nice lockdown or something, he's not allowing threes, the mid-range is the all reliable. And with that being said, it's time to move on to the shooting category. And this is one of the best things about the build, if not the best thing about the build. We're gonna go with a 92 3, 80 mid-range, and this free throw, I'm just gonna take it up to 82. And y'all have already been seeing it. This is where the build is so deadly. Every single time I pull up for three on this build, whether it's a fade or a standstill, I feel like I'm greening. With the extra badges you add, you end up with 28 shooting badges, and let me tell you, if you throw these badges on right here, you're not gonna miss. But one of the most important things I did to shoot more consistently on this build was throw on late jump shot timing, y'all, and I cannot preach it enough on next gen. If you can use earlier, very earlier, whatever you use, that's cool. But if you throw on a later, I'm telling you, those fast jumpers you get, especially on small builds, because y'all know how fast it can be, they will be 10 times easier to time if you get used to late or very late. Now, me personally, I could not use very late, but if you get used to late, that is the perfect one, especially for me. And then the last things for shooting on this build is your fade and your jump shot. Now, if you're on a guard, you should either be using Stephen Curry or Trae Young, but Trae Young is definitely better in my opinion. And when it comes to the jump shot, I'm not really somebody that thinks one jump shot fits everybody, but if you throw this one on right here and you take the time to get used to it, I promise y'all, as soon as it gets to the right side of his head, you let it go, it's gonna be green. I didn't even like this jump shot much at all at first, but I got used to it just because it's the quickest one in the game, and you need that when it comes to being a guard. And y'all see the shots I'm taking with stamina, out of stam, fade, limitless range, corner three, catch and shoot, it does not matter. And that is the exact reason I did not put a dunk on this build. I'm so deadly when it comes to everything else, and offense is so much better than defense in this game already that if you're 300, you got a 95 SL on this build as well. You can really do whatever you want, y'all. Even when doing simple moves, you can get yourself open because you can literally shoot from everywhere, and all you gotta do is just learn your timing. I promise you, the build is going to be deadly. But being able to shoot the ball at such a high clip and just cook pretty much everybody, the defense is going to be focused on you, and that's what leads us into playmaking. And honestly, you could argue that the playmaking is even better than the shooting. Not only do you get a 94 ball handle, but you get a 90 pass accuracy and an 85 speed with ball. And even though you don't really need the extra attribute to your speed with ball, if you take it up one more time, you're going to get 28 playmaking badges. And just look at all the badges we get on this build, with our most important one being gold handles for days. And honestly, you can stop at an 86 pass accuracy if you want. I just decided to go 90 because I wanted to try it out. But either way, your teammates are gonna absolute love playing with you when you're on this build, whether it's rec randoms or your actual squad. The amount of open shots you can get your teammates with a higher pass accuracy is such a big difference, and I think a whole lot of the community overlooks it. If I'm playing on a build with a 75 pass accuracy and I try to make some of the passes that I make now with this build, it just won't work. It's either gonna get contested or it's just gonna be intercepted completely. But if anybody leaves their man for a split second on this build, it is a beam straight to him. Not to mention you can throw all the lobs and all that as well, but it's just mainly the regular passes that kill people. Y'all see, as soon as I catch the ball in the inbound, if somebody's open, they're getting hit instantly. There's no reason to wait on this build at all. And I would talk about ball handle, but y'all know what the ball handle does, y'all. Y'all see me cooking pretty much the whole video, especially in my shooting clips. I'm cooking, trying to give me an open three. Now I'm just showing y'all how simple it is to read a defense with the pass accuracy. And really, if you're like me and you get stuck playing with a whole lot of rec randoms most of the time, that's the main thing when it comes to pass accuracy. If you can hit these randoms, especially the old heads, if you can hit them when they're open, they're gonna be satisfied. They're gonna keep giving you the ball. But here are the exact badges you should be using for your playmaking on this build. And when it comes to coring your tier 3 badge, make sure you always slap on handles for days first, because it will core within literally like 5 or 6 games. And the last thing you'll need for playmaking is these SIGs right here. If you want to move how I was moving in these clips, it's important that you copy every single bit of this down. It's some of the best SIGs in the game. Also, something I didn't really mention is you get flashy passing styles like Jason Williams. I just use LeBron though, because I feel like it's the best to actually get the ball there the quickest. Now getting into the defense, y'all, you want to put your perimeter defense up to a 70, but the best thing when it comes to your defense is this 90 overall steal. Now whether you want to guard ball on this build or not is up to you. If you have a lock, I would suggest going ahead and letting him guard ball, but the ability to have gold interceptor and a 90 steal no matter who you're guarding is going to help so much. Now you see, you still have no interior or any block and stuff like that, so if you're versing a rim runner, it's probably good that you go ahead and let your lock guard it. If not, just have your center help over. And I really don't have that many defensive clips because I only recorded 4 games and you can only get as many steals as the offense lets you get. But if somebody throws a bad pass your way, you're snagging it pretty much every time and just turning defense to offense. And the steal actually surprised me because I thought because I was 6'1", I really wasn't gonna get him as much, but I'm really all over that ball on defense. Like, it sucks you into animation a lot on this game, and I didn't really think it would be that simple on a 6'1", but it is. All you gotta do is be in position and read that lane. The interceptor is gonna get it pretty much every time. And now for your last attributes you're gonna be putting on the build, you wanna take your speed up to 80 and your acceleration all the way up to a 95. And the acceleration is the sole cause of me dribbling so fast and speed boosting so fast in these clips, y'all. So when you're done making the build, this is exactly what it should look like. And then for my takeover, I'll go with limitless range first, and then I always go with team ratings boost for my teammates. And there you go, you have built a 6'1" playmaking shot creator, one of the best guard builds in 2K.